Welcome to Mikeybalzz Fishing. Take your clothes off. Sorry guys, we're gonna have to get the swimsuit model excited. But I think the fish are gonna be excited because it is schwindy outside, boy. We came out and the weatherman's like, bro, it's gonna be like nice, like 10, maybe 15. It's blowing like 20 miles an hour, opposite direction of the current. I mean, it's total chaos, but a lot of current, since they're not moving that much water, might mean the fish are gonna bite. And we're gonna fish super deep in super clear water. Come along with me, hit that like and subscribe button. We're over 50K, thanks to you. I don't think I could pass the field sobriety test right now because the boat's a little rocky, but come along with us. Hey, maybe take your thing off a little, maybe.
Let's see.
Let's see, come along. We'll get that top off. Can you say deep water school? Wowzers. Off the line. There he is. Fish on, homies. If he stays on, got a long way to go. Like just kind of stroking the rod a little to really grind it into the bottom. It's not like I'm not grinding it into the bottom enough as is, but just wanted it just a little, whoo, little. Ah. Hot damn, boy. That's a fish, that's a big one. Fish are so deceptive. Oh, that's a good one. Oh dear. Stay on there, stay on there, stay on there, stay on there, stay on there. Big one! Jerry, we lined them up. Swimsuit model. Swimsuit model. Guys, that's a good one, but she got it in the tongue, so I want to get her back real quick. Get back, go, go, go. Swimsuit model, can we do that once more?
I don't think so.
Woohoo! Mikey, turn on the camera, bro. Oh, big. We gotta get her back there. So I'm gonna apologize. I'm struggling to tell you about this technique because literally it is so churny and the water's moving so much. I'm having enough trouble actually just staying in the boat, and she can attest to that. Like I'm dancing like a ballerina, dude. But what we're doing is I marked some fish off a really deep ledge, like a deep point. The water's super clear. I bet you there's like 8 to 10 foot visibility. It's super clear and they're not moving that much water, but the wind's really blowing, so it's churning things up and creating this kind of like faux current. And we're long lining. Basically what long lining is you take a crankbait, you kind of slang it out there, and you can't do it in a lot of tournaments, which I think is stupid. It's just like not being able to throw an A-rig. Like, why restrict some technique that works in certain circumstances? But whatever, that's a whole nother conversation. But you sling it out there and you use your trolling motor. I got my Ghost right there, and you troll and let out a whole bunch of line. And with this 10XD or with that crush, we're actually able to hit 30, 28, even like maybe 40 feet of water. I got it on 12-pound Seaguar fluorocarbon, so I can get that joker pretty deep. I broke off a couple times though, so I don't have as much line, but you can really, it's basically trolling, basically. They call it strolling a crankbait, long lining a crankbait, but we're probably gonna turn around and throw like a Carolina rig on them a bit. And actually, I didn't even get video. I caught like a 4.5 pounder, dude, like on one of the first passes, but I'm like, oh, those aren't fish. We won't catch nothing. Yeah, lo and behold. But long line, it's a way to get your bait deeper, and oftentimes this time of year, if you can get it that deep, they haven't seen it, dude, and it triggers them because it's chigging in the bottom. But let's get back after it. Come on, giant, come on. That's a big one. Still on there. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Bass fishes. Bass fishes. So I've accumulated enough points for a swimsuit model to take her shirt off.
Do I have to?
Mademoiselle?
You can just do the reflection in your
YouTube is waiting. Wait for it. Woohoo! Come on, swimsuit model.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So basically we made our line. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna troll to my points. You can see on my C-map we're on that little point, but I got my finger open on my spool and I'm just letting out line. It's gonna be kind of a crappy explanation because I really gotta keep this line tight because it's all about how you drop that crankbait on their head. But I just got the trolling motor on almost high and I'm letting out line. And the whole trick is to run the boat over the fish, or at least where you think they are. And I know exactly where they are. And here comes some of them. And you want to make sure you troll past that point. You want to be a good at least 30 or 40 yards past that point. That's why you need so much line on your bait caster. I'm sorry, I'm falling all over the place. But you want to be way past your point so that your crankbait's making the most bottom contact and it's traveling all the way through that pot of fish that you're seeing down there. You don't want to shortchange them, otherwise you end up missing the big one, because usually those big ones are on the edges. You see all the pescados way down there in 30 feet of water? Pescados. That's Spanish for fish. Pescados. Oh, that's a big one. I think we got a big one on, guys. I'm not 100% sure, but she sure slammed it. I don't think she knows she's hooked yet. Come here, Swimsuit girl, we got a big one, boy. We got a big one. Swimsuit model. Well, I don't have tension right on this thing. I can't get it down deep enough and I don't hit these fish. And this isn't exactly like you got a bunch of chances when you're casting. There she is. There's another good one. I don't know how big this one is. That's pretty big. Hopefully she got the hooks good. Oh, she is not moving. Guys, when you're bringing these fish in, you just kind of reel down. Oh gosh, that's a big one. Please stay hooked. Just kind of keep pressure on them and you're gonna lose some fish. I don't want to jinx myself, but it just happens, man. Like, they're so far out there. So you just try to be careful, and you got to remember, for as much as you're doing it on a big cranking rod, you only got a 12-pound test. Let's see how big this is. Swimsuit model, if this one's a giant, you might have to grab it, because I ain't got my net. Oh God, it's another big. She's just rolling in. Come here. Come here, 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 come here. It's another 4.5, 5 pounder, guys. That is awesome. Great things happen when you go full swimsuit. Dude, look at that chunker wonker. We gotta get her back to absolute certified giant. That's probably a 4.5, 5 pounder, dude. Go back to your home. Go back to your home. Go back to your home. She'd go back to her home. You notice when she went straight down? Because straight down there is where they're at. Oh, I'm so fired up, dude. So fired. Hit that like button. If you like this, dude, you can hate me. Love that, dude. Why not, right? See over my shoulder back there? It's all fish eyed out. Makes them look bigger. Model, how much you like that ride in?
It's not gonna rain, they said. It's not gonna be fun.
Let's do a recap. I'm absolutely soaked, dude. It is ripping out there. Listen, it was calm compared to what it was an hour ago. If we would have come across that joker an hour ago, we'd have been in trouble. let's wrap this thing up. I'm gonna show you some baits that we caught them on, and I'm gonna tell you why I think we caught them. But dude, you guys gotta throw a like and give a credit to her. She is, so it laid down a little when we drove in, and dude, literally, we went from taking waves over the front, like when we were like long lining, to like literally we gotta bilge the boat. Dude, the run across the lake was treacherous, and that's what happens when the wind blows the opposite way. So throw a like down here for Swimsuit Model, because she definitely just took a beating because it was on her side of the boat too. It's always her side. But listen, so today, dude, we probably caught like 20 pounds, which for me is like an epic day, dude, during the summer. Like, this was stupid, and it was all about that reaction bite. I actually really haven't gotten on a good long lining bite. We caught a few on a Carolina rig. It was so windy that we had to use that Carolina rig because they used like an ounce freaking weight to get down there. I tried throwing a jig, tried throwing other baits, and I couldn't stay on the bottom because it was ripping so hard. But long lining's a great way to get a bait deeper than it's ever gotten when you've casted it, and also to just get a reaction. There's something with that bait bulldozing along the bottom that literally, dude, even if you like crank them, even if your bait can reach the bottom, you get this different kind of reaction from long lining. And when I long line, I scrape the bottom, like I'm dredging. When we caught that 49 pounds, dude, I can't accentuate enough. I was literally trying to break the bait off on the bottom. I'd get it down to the bottom, dude, cranking, and I would sweep with that rod and grind, and that's exactly what happened today. We didn't catch 49 pounds, but that super duper dragging on the bottom just triggered those fish. I'm gonna let you inside my sneaky box. This is my ultra deep diver box, and I lost actually a couple baits today, but you'll see we got classic 10XD, we got an Azuma 25, that's Timmy Horton's crankbait. The true show today though, I think I still got her on, it was 2 crush baits. I caught them good on a 10XD, but this guy, you know, it's not always the perfect bait, but dude, when you need to get it down there, look at me getting all hung up, dude. When you need to get just down there, this joker, this is the crush, I think it's the C25. I use the silent as well as the rattle. This thing is a beast, dude. It bulldozes like no other crankbait out there, and a lot of times you don't want that. A lot of times that's not the answer, because it actually scares the fish away. They see so much pressure up here on the TBA that like it'll actually blow a school out. But dude, when it's on, when you have such turbulent water, such current, such water moving, and these fish are so reactive, this thing gets down and you can keep a strong connection with it. Like, it chugs and digs so hard that it was easy for me to actually stay connected with the bait. And that's part of the trick with long lining, because you really don't feel a bite. It's just everything loads up and you feel like you're kind of cranking in a ton of bricks. But this guy, the C25, I forget what the actual name is. I'll put a link to it down in the description box at Tackle Warehouse. But the C25, the silent, as well as the rattle, and then the classic 10XD in green gizzard shad. This is literally what I caught 49 pounds on. This is such a confidence bait for me when they're chewing a big crankbait. But to do this technique, all you got to do is get yourself a big rod. You can even use a flipping stick. Some guys do that. I like a composite cranking rod that's a blended graphite as well as fiberglass. I don't like fiberglass rods for this. They're just too whoopty-whoppty. I really want to feel the bottom and control the bait. But an 8-foot cranking rod is what I use. Use a 621 reel with Seaguar 12-pound fluorocarbon. It's a little lighter when most guys throw like these gigantic crankbaits on, but I like it because I can get deeper than anybody. We hit 35 feet at some points today. Like, we're fishing deeper than deep. And basically you just let out line, and then you troll with your trolling motor with your spool open, and then you crank that thing down and you grind it. You're gonna lose some baits, you're gonna hang the bottom from time to time, but dude, when they're on it, it is so much fun. The rod just loads up and it's like whoa, whoa, whoa. It's awesome. But give it a try. I'll put a link to all the stuff that we used, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, dude. I had a blast, dude. Like, I love this summer deep water fishing, and this is just another way. We've showed you all these different ways this summer, ways to look at them differently, ways to catch them differently, ways to access deeper water as these fish get pressured and move even deeper and deeper. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Your support has really kind of grown this channel. Swimsuit Girl, thank you. I'm gonna give you daps because you really took a beating. Give this video a like for Swimsuit Girl, and if you enjoy real raw fishing content, like, I'm no pro, hashtag no pro. I go out there, I try to learn something, have a good time, I try to share it with you guys. You guys are always good about dropping comments and teaching me stuff. This is grassroots. I don't do challenge videos, I don't do any of that stuff. It's just not my spiel. Everybody wants to do that, that's cool. It's not my spiel. You're gonna find real, on the water, trying stuff, learning stuff, techniques, whatever kind of I come across and whatever I want to play with. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're out, and we will see you next time back out on the water in the bass cave. I'll get Bog a pet for you. Tight lines.